world.
Yes, lots of evidence for the flat world. I've got 50 reasons. I've got top 10 reasons. I've got 7 things that prove.
You're talking to the big dog now, mate, not the fucking poodle in the fucking pen. You can't kick me to the fucking curb, mate. I've got a gob like a fucking attic gap.
I know, yeah, but you asked me a question. You asked me for the flat Earth evidence, right?
Where's your model? Yeah.
Model? You want a model?
Yeah, I want a model. Where's your flat Earth model?
I can get you that model. We have a model. Well, it's not my model, but it's a model of the globe Earth.
Your model. Try your model.
It's not my model, no.
You are the model.
model.
You are the model.
No, it's just a model that the globe Earth has tried to build.
Oh, so you don't have a model?
No, I don't.
From
have
your
a model.
viewpoint and your perspective, that is not your model.
No. We don't use models. They are reification fallacies. I told you that.
They're a what?
They're reification fallacy.
A reification? What the fuck's one of them?
So it's misplaced concreteness. It's like giving them an idea, realism or concreteness, as it were, when there's no truth to it whatsoever. So that's why a model. That's why we don't have a model. Because obviously, no one's travelled the entire flat Earth, just like no one's travelled the entire globe.
That sounds made up, mate. Because I've never heard of that in grammatical English in my life.
You've not heard of that before?
No, not in grammatical English. No.
Oh, that's what I say. We do bring you the new information.
Is it like a new language you're bringing in? Is it a new English language or something?
Probably.
You can't bring us. We don't know. We can't bring. We don't know. That's all you bring us. We don't know.
No. Person wants a flat Earth model. I can provide.
You don't know much, do you? Aren't you operating on the premise of a false fucking premise then?
There you go. There's a model for you, if you like. Take a look at that.
You're operating in the premise of a false premise because you don't have a model.
Check out that model, Town. Tell me what's wrong with it.
Not your model.
What's wrong with the model, though? There's a model there.
That's not your model.
Yeah, but what's wrong with it?
Well, you tell me, because it's not your model.
Yes, it says in this. This is their flat Earth model with a dome as proposed by flat Earth.
Behind it?
Chemo. I'll tell you what's wrong with the model. That model takes the globe model, fits it to a flat Earth, and shows how the laws of physics have to be violated in order for that to happen.
Yeah, but it's the same thing on the globe. The laws of physics are also broken on the globe, you know?
And that's not even yours, Chemo.
No, it says here, it says at the bottom of this map, this is the flat Earth model with a dome as proposed by flat Earthers.
No, it's not.
That's what it says on it.
It's not your, but that's not what Walter Bislin did.
Yeah, but that's what it says. It says this is the flat Earth model with the dome as proposed by flat Earthers. But he's building a model for the flat Earthers, for us. Now, whether we accept it or not is a different question, because obviously they're fallacies. But he's made a flat Earth model for flat Earthers and said, hey, this is a working model.
That's your job.
This is a working model where eclipses, equinox, daylight, poles, stars all work on the flat Earth model. Now it's up to you. He decides to go with...
No, they don't. No, they do not. Laws of physics have to be violated in order for that to happen. Are you understanding me?
Yeah, the same way as they've been violated on the globe.
No, on the globe they work perfectly.
No, on the globe you've got you've got forces that are not forces.
Yes, they do. They work perfectly. On the flat Earth, they do not work. That is what Walter Bislin showed.
Yeah,
and
but
they only work
to mention that it doesn't also work on a globe. You have to presuppose the force of gravity. Yeah?
Chemo, I'm tired of your bullshit.
Chemo, if you slammed you to death.
That's not what the model shows, Chemo.
Yeah, the model shows...
You're a lying piece of shit by claiming otherwise.
Look, this is a working model.
You're a lying piece of shit, Chemo. This is getting exhausting every fucking night listening to you come in here and expound the same shit and lie your ass off to try to make your point.
Well,
be a man and do something.
No.
Instead of being a gutless coward, go do something about it.
So look, what we have as well is maths proves nothing. So I'm going to look at this...
what you just posted
this image
just
here
destroys you in the first... before you even get to the first page.
What's wrong with this model then, Tom?
Well, I posted, just read that right there, and that's right off the page.
What does it say? Read it then.
You just go up about 2 minutes, 1 minute.
What does it say?
Where I put.
Read it.
Yeah, it says it works. It says it works. This is a flat Earth model that works.
No, it does not say it works.
What does it say then?
It says many aspects of reality are not solvable by this model. The flat Earth dome model had to be derived entirely from a heliocentric model, which results may be simply projected onto a flat Earth and a dome. To connect to the flat Earth projection with the dome projection, light must bend in physical impossible way.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm not arguing with that. That's why we don't accept flat Earth models, and that's why we don't accept globe Earth models.
But then why would you post it if you don't accept it?
Because you guys accept models that break the laws of physics.
That's right. We want a model from you, something that you could back up. You have nothing you back up. You go, oh, that's not mine. That's not mine. Yeah, something you back up that you feel about that you would build your life on. You had nothing.
Yeah, that's the situation. Is that why we don't remember? Tao asked for the model. Flat Earthers don't ask for a model. We don't want a model. You guys want a model. So we gave you a model. If you don't like it, then so what? You know, what's the big deal?
Okay, fuck the model, Chemo. What in physics?
Oh yeah, so here's how maths is just pretty much made up.
No, physics. What in physics in reality, either it's flat or it's a globe, what in physics proves it otherwise? What facts?
So if you work out that maths there, it shows that maths can be manipulated and work towards your advantage. That's why maths proves nothing. When you guys say the numbers work, the maths work.
Hang on.
They're just like a concept, so you can make any language basically. You know, half empty, half full. 2 half empty equels 1 empty. Chemo. 2 half full equals 1 full. 1 empty equals 1 full.
Shut the fuck up.
You know, so it's all over the place. Your maths is all over the gaff, as it were. Oh my God. Right? That's why the maths don't work. So we have a model that you can choose if you so wish. If you wish to choose, because remember, you guys like models. If you don't like the model, you don't like the model.
You want models that work, Chemo.
You don't even have... show me a working model.
No, we do.
Show me your working model then. Let's have a look.
Walk outside.
I've just shown you my model. Where's your model?
Have a look outside, big dog.
Okay, so there you go. I have a model. Walter Prison's got a model, but you can't show a globe model. Yeah?
No.
It's called Google Earth.
Google Earth is a cartoon.
But it works.
Only if you're a paranoid, ignorant, arrogant, narcissistic asshole.
Well, Google Earth uses elevations that show no curvature.
And it's very accurate. No matter where you go on that model, it's accurate to the fucking teeth. And
that's
guess
what they tell you. So is the flat Earth model accurate then?
No, it's not a model.
If that's as simple as your argument, it's accurate because I say so.
You don't have a model, so how can you
is accurate because I say so?
What flat Earth model? What flat Earth model?
The one I just posted for you.
That's not a flat Earth model.
How do we remain as adults and not go into the playground by not turning into children by saying, "Oh, yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does work."
You can't say you don't have a model and then refer to the model.
Being an honest adult instead of being a lying piece of shit.
All right, show your working model then. Yes, it does. No, it does.
Just go outside, take a plane trip,
there's your model.
Somewhere, explore.
Go outside and skip, and there's your model. I mean, what are you talking about, dude? Where is your model, interactive model, like I've just posted up Flat Earth?
Which one? The one that you won't back up?
Yeah, where is your model?
We back up everyone.
A more interactive model. You can literally go outside your back door and fucking travel around this big old
Go outside and see the Flat Earth model.
It's interactive, you dumb cunt.
Yeah, go and see your Flat Earth model outside.
Yeah, can't see it, can't find it, because it ain't there, you dumb fuck.
What's this? Google Earth. No. Google Earth is based on an assumption that's the size, 3950. Remember, we debunked your model. Also, it shows gas without a container. Again, impossible.
Chemo. We've gone over this
before.
So
as we look at this, this is from Rocket Scientist. Rocket Scientist just presented this Google Earth. As you can see this gas here would shoot off into the space here if there was no container or barrier to stop it. And that is why this model is a violation of the second law of thermodynamics.
And you're talking about the atmosphere and the second law of thermodynamics, and we've talked about this before. You don't need... There is a pressure gradient, and when it gets to nothing, which it does at altitude, you don't need a container to contain fucking nothing. You dumb fucking...
All right.
Okay, chemo. Yeah. If I come to you a drive-through and I say, "Oh, can I have a double cheeseburger or fucking nothing?"
Totally, yeah.
Chemo,
are you going to give me nothing in a container?
Yeah.
Oh, you dumb fucking...
So we're talking about not talking like a child. That's what you got, Chemo? That's what you got. Cool.
Yeah, Tom, very simple.
That's all
this model that Rocket has presented us here is
unless you're going to talk like that the whole time, I'm not going to even know you exist.
It's scientifically impossible to have the gas on this ball next to this black area of a vacuum without the gas going off into the space. Now, we know gravity is not a force.
Okay,
but
Chemo,
shut the fuck holding up. Down the water, why is the water on that ball and not going into space?
Very little to no one here understands what you disunderstand. You dumb fuck.
There's two more. Space engine and universe sandbox.
I don't know what that means.
It's two more. It's even better model. These are model of the solar system.
No, again, this is all without a container. It's not possible. You know, science?
Yes, you have a container.
Chemo. You've got 10 elephants.
What's wrong now?
Oh, Chemo.
Chemo. If you're going to act like a child, we're going to treat you like a child.
I'm not acting like a child, Tom.
No. Okay.
And so we can understand.
Chemo.
I'm turning Chemo down, so everybody else, if I talk over him, just doesn't matter.
What's the matter, Joseph? Oh, what's wrong?
Chemo, Chemo, shut the fuck up for a second.
Right.
Fuck, you're a fucking dumb cunt.
Right.
Okay. He's completely fucking retarded. Chemo, you've got 10 elephants standing on your shoulders.
Yeah.
We've gone over this before.
Whoa, 10 elephants.
Oh, you still can't do it. Why don't you go somewhere else where there's other dumb cunts and like you do your flat, what do they call it? Flativism. Flat activism. I call it finding
10 elephants. 10 elephants.
Nobody wants him. They turn him away from every site he goes to.
Telephants. Yeah, so you have telephants, elephants.
No, Chemo, shut the fuck up.
Oh, sorry, Jess. Burp.
He's going to ask you what an elephant is.
Emo, I think you're too dumb to listen to an explanation.
And I can't really be fucked talking to this dumb cunt. It's been so many times I've explained the atmosphere and he just doesn't fucking get it.
Well, and he's got that time, that 10-second loss. I mean,
right, so can we get back to the serious discussion now?
Forgot. He has to think.
No, he's waiting to say something else. He's not waiting to listen. He's just waiting to say something next.
No, I'm listening. What do you got to say?
Okay, Chemo.
Oh, yes, Joseph.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay, Chemo.
Here, go ahead.
Chemo, so you're standing on the beach. Okay, big dog. And you got...
You have to get out of his mom's basement first.
Yeah, after you've been dragged out. And so you got 10 big dogs of yourself with your fucking mind standing. So that's fucking huge. That's going way out into outer space because your mind's so fucking enormous. And you've got all that pressure on your shoulders of all that. Right. So how much pressure is on the shoulders of the biggest big dog right at the top that has no other big dog on top of it? Exactly. How much pressure? Exactly. How much pressure?
Yeah.
How much pressure?
Absolutely, John.
How much pressure?
Definitely, John.
How much pressure?
He's not
too much pressure, John.
Gonna listen.
He can't. No. Oh, you can't.
No, the answer is zero. The answer is zero.
Yeah.
Way
Lots
less.
of zeros, Jazza. 0, 0.
Yeah. You can't do it. So,
Chemo. Let me go ahead.
Just
sorry,
hang on. So, chemo.
Yeah, sorry, go on.
So shut the fuck up. So do I need a container to contain nothing?
Right.
Do I?
Absolutely not, Jazza. Absolutely yes.
Kimo, why do you think that your behavior is acceptable when you wouldn't accept it from somebody else doing it to you?
What am I doing?
Acting like a fucking child.
Oh, Jazz is asking
being a retard.
Pathetic. And you're supposed to be a mod. Give me a break, Kimo.
Right, can we get serious now then?
You can't.
Goodness sake.
No, you can't. No, you can't, because you're not going to let him repeat the thing.
Went from
if you want to get
models
serious,
to elephants. Right, we're trying to figure out the
Gemma or whatever.
Chemo, because you're just paranoid and ignorant asshole, which is probably true, or you're just that enthralled in the cult of the flat earth that you just don't want to hear it.
Right.
You sound triggered, like real triggered right now.
Who, me?
Chemo, can I give you an example that you won't listen to?
Go on then, let's hear it. What do you got to say?
All right, say you have a container that can hold a vacuum, okay?
Okay.
So you have a container, you bring it out to space, and you open the container, right?
It's a vacuum.
Nothing's inside the container. It's a vacuum, yeah. So there's nothing inside the container, right? You close the container, and you bring it down to ocean ground level.
Whoa! Slow down.
Right?
So
then you open the container.
Hold on. Let me get this right. So you take up a vacuum into space.
Chemo, you ask.
You take a container.
About this.
Take an empty container into space. Yeah.
You open it up.
Open it up.
Thus expelling anything. Yeah. So there's nothing inside.
Yeah.
Nothingness, right? It's a void space.
Yep.
So you close the container. You bring that down to the ground level.
Okay.
Right. You bring it down to ground level and you open it. What happens? All the air rushes into it.
Yep.
Yes. If you were to take the same container and open it in space, nothing happens because there's no difference in pressure.
Okay, yeah, I know that, yeah.
Right?
Good point.
That's all. The only thing that's pushing air into the container at ground level is the atmosphere. The pressure from the atmosphere pushes air into the container.
So you've got high temperature and low temperature. Now high goes to low, yeah? So if you take the container...
Chemo, we know.
My variant.
We know, dumb fuck. We know.
Empty the container out down here, take it into space.
You don't listen at all.
Open the container, close the
seriously.
container, bring it back down to Earth. Now, there's a temperature difference between the inside of that container and outside. Yeah?
No fucking shit, cunt.
There's not a pressure. The only pressure is inside. No, there will be no pressure inside the container. And even when you open the container...
There'd be pressure all around.
Eh?
The pressure would be coming from the atmosphere all around the container.
Outside, it's just temperature. Warm air.
Kimo, so you're telling me temperature can control pressure? So I can have an open container with a lot of temperature outside and it won't change?
No, in a container, pressure and temperature go hand in hand. But outside in the atmosphere, where there's no pressure, it's only temperature.
So when there's no pressure outside of what?
Outside of the container.
And where's your container on your Earth?
Oh, just like NASA's vacuum lab. Inside that lab, inside that vacuum, there's low pressure, no pressure. And outside is high temperature. Yeah?
Yeah, but the Earth's not a fucking NASA vacuum lab, is it, you fucking idiot? What are you trying to confuse people with? Stupid ideas in different directions, mate. You are one of the fucking biggest fucking magicians, sleight of hand tricks that I've ever heard in my life. You know what I mean? But you do it with words. It's all right, that. Yeah. Carry on.
If we match the inside temperature to the outside temperature, there'll be no pressure difference, right, Chemo? If we match the inside and outside temperature, there'll be no pressure difference?
Only measure the pressure from inside the container, not outside.
You said temperature makes a big difference. So if I match the temperature For the inside and outside container, there'd be no pressure difference, would there?
If you match the temperature inside, and how are you going to do that?
With some device that makes heat and cold. So I'm going to match the outside temperature.
Warmer, yeah.
There you go, to the outside temperature. What is going to happen? Is there going to be no pressure difference now that I just messed them up?
No pressure outside, only pressure.
Not say pressure. I'm not worried about the pressure. If I do have high pressure inside the box or outside, doesn't matter which one. But the temperature is different between the two, and I match them up. So no, there won't be no pressure difference, right? That's what you're telling me.
Even if you took a freezing cold box and it was full of our atmosphere, and you opened it at ground level, nothing's going to happen. No air is going to rush into there. You know why? Because there's already air in there.
You guys going to take this seriously for this long? Come on.
I know. I brought up the most simple example too. It was such a simple example, or like hypothetical.
No
you
one's
won't get a
taking
conversation, you
guys.
guys.
That's why we're being drunk with Jazza. Who's being serious?
You're better off talking to Jazza.
No one's taking this
seriously.
It makes more
sense.
At all. Yeah, you're better off talking to Jazza as well. You're on the same page,
Jess?
yeah?
How many elephants you got, Jazza?
You want to talk to Jazza, do you?
Go on, Jazz.
You want to take him into another room and
he's chomping
off
chomping at the bit to talk to you.
No, I don't want to talk to Jazza. I thought you wanted to talk to Jazza.
Yes, you do. Jazza wants to talk to you.
Yeah, I'm talking to the audience here.
Yeah, Jazz is part of that. Go ahead, Jazz.
Nah, Jazz.
You going up for smoko?
Jazz hasn't got any points.
Man, your pressure and temperature thing is so off. It makes no sense. Like, and then for some reason, when we include liquids like the ocean and diving down and ears popping, you completely like think that you just disregard. You're like, oh, that's liquids. That's different. That's not pressure.
Well, with water or liquid, you've got a container, right?
No, well, not
the
really.
Are contained,
no.
Yeah.
They're contained, I guess.
So that's where the pressure comes from.
It's an open container, just like the open,
it has
atmosphere.
The definition for gas pressure or surface or a force, you know?
No, like there's easy ways to show you or to like explain pressure.
Go on then. Listening.
I mean, there's easy ways, dude. I mean, for you, it's going to be so complicated.
Probably, but we've got an audience that are listening to what I'm saying, so let's hear if they understand what you're saying.
Audience.
First of all, if you go down in water, there's water molecules above you. And just like that guy was saying, it's like an elephant on your shoulders. Like, the deeper you go down, the more water is above you per square inch, pushing down on you. Eventually, if you go down far enough, it'll burst your eardrums. It'll kill you, basically, right? Unless you have a pressurized container to survive it.
For sure.
And that goes the same with the atmosphere. If there was no liquid ocean and you kept going down the Marianas Trench, your ears will pop and the air pressure will literally kill you.
Yeah, that's
because
that's real pressure. Yeah, I get it. Real pressure. If you're under pressure.
No, I'm talking like just if there was no water. If there was no water and you were to go down to deep points like down in the Grand Canyon or something, or deep down in the Marianas Trench and there was no water, the atmosphere itself acts like water. It's like a flowing liquid above you that's causing all sorts of pressure per square inch on your body.
You're saying if we go down below sea level, not in water, the pressure will increase.
Oh, for sure, 100%. And if you keep going down, you'll feel it. 100%, you'll feel it.
I'll become Globe Earther and pay you £1,000 if you can go below sea level with a balloon. So you're above sea level, and that balloon gets smaller and smaller and smaller because of the pressure. Let's go. Let's have a look. Because you say that when you go up the mountain, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So if you go down below sea level it should get smaller and smaller and smaller. You agree?
Yes.
You agree?
I would agree with that. Yeah, I would agree.
Let's do it then. Show me a balloon below sea level that's got smaller and smaller and smaller.
Miners have been that kind of thing for
I'll
years.
give it the flat Earth right now. Right now, if you can show that.
Okay, Kim.
Well, obviously,
right now, I'm ready to give it up. No more flat Earth if you can show that there is pressure, atmospheric pressure with, well, obviously there'll be a force, yeah. Let's take a look at this.
Sorry, can I just jump in very
Hold
quickly?
on a second, John. Hold on. So, what do you think?
100%.
Think is that possible?
100%. I can show you the difference just between your lower floor and your upper floor in your house. If you'd give me a second to tell you to download a barometer app, you can measure.
We need a visual of a real, a real effect. A real effect would be we watch the balloon get bigger and bigger as we go higher.
Yeah, not only that, you'd see like the well, I don't want to bring in thermometers, but if there was a liquid inside of a glass tube, you'd see it rise, and you'd see all sorts of different things with pressure. Yeah.
And exactly right. You can see a difference between floors.
Yeah, if you have a barometer, you can test it yourself. Honestly, you could literally get on top of your car, look at your barometer, and then get under your car and look at your barometer.
I'm not arguing with any of those things. I'm not arguing that. I mean, yes, what you're saying is supposed to happen because there is atmospheric pressure. But I'm asking you, we've seen balloons go higher and higher, and they get bigger and bigger until they burst. Now,
we've seen that too. Have you seen that?
I've seen that, but I know the answer for that. I know the reason.
Well, because of the temperature, is that what you're going to say?
No, well, kind of. Well, I mean, the temperature has made the balloon brittle, very, very weak. Right? It's getting weak. As it goes higher, it gets weaker and weaker. Now, there is a pressure from inside the balloon, which is pressing on the shell of the balloon. And as it gets higher, the balloon gets weaker, the pressure starts to push out, then it pushes all the way out because the balloon is too weak. So that's why when NASA have stronger materials, the balloons, they last a lot longer until obviously, it leaks out.
How long does that take?
It can take ages. What's the word I'm looking for? So it goes through, it leaks through. I forgot the word that I'm looking for.
How long? Time? What time frame?
Oh,
hours,
depends
days,
on the
months,
material.
years.
It depends on the material. If
so
the
there is
material
material
is
there
strong
already.
enough, that balloon will sit up there for as long as it needs to. Right?
So what material?
Anyway, you should know this. You should know this evidence. You should know what the material is and how long it can last. So what is it?
Oh, it'll be some kind of spider silk, some goat spider.
Oh,
so you don't know.
Goat's milk. Goat's milk.
It'll be a very, very strong material. Very, very strong material. That's what.
So you don't know.
Not for sure, but we know that
you're just talking out your ass.
Something strong to make sure that balloon doesn't burst. Because of the cold
so
temperature.
Why doesn't all the people who do these videos that show balloons bursting, why don't they make that? Why don't they use that material?
Oh, you just use cheap material, just rubber.
Why?
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to spend thousands and thousands on expensive material. Come on, they might lose it.
Why not? Why would they lose it?
Because they don't get 60 million a day like NASA to waste product.
How do you know?
NASA gets 60 mil.
University's getting millions of dollars, so the university could do it.
They could. They probably have. We don't know.
And they stand up balloons all the time. They burst.
Oh, they're not using strong material. That's why. It's all about the materials.
NASA may.
Materials.
They may be
strong than that balloon. It's like a blimp. Now that's got a bit thicker materials, right? So that can go a little bit longer. A little bit higher
until
the helium seeps through, or
how does a blimp go?
Well, it depends. Until that balloon gets cold enough, brittle enough, and then once it's too brittle, it will break.
So how high do blimps go?
Oh, they can go as high as 100,000 feet. Depends on what they want, really.
Chemo, have you been up to 100,000 feet to watch them actually burst, to verify it for yourself?
Jazza, come on, Jazza.
No, come on, Chemo.
Come on,
using your own logic, you dumb cunt.
Jizza, come on.
Come on, Chemo,
you're great galah. Struth, Jazza, struth.
You fucking kookaburra in an old dumb gum tree.
Do you have kangaroos over by you?
No, fuck no.
You no
kangaroos not real.
You non-kangaroo jumping country.
Oh, no, come on, you dumb cunt, calling you out now.
Have you been non-forest burning fire?
Have you been up in the bells of an old gum tree, suckling on the cooker drop?
You deadly spider, redback out bush.
Yeah. The fucking funnel webs and all that sort of shit. Have you seen?
You Kylie Minogue, Jason Donovan, Oryx.
Have you seen a fucking weather balloon burst at fucking 90,000 feet, cunt?
That's right, Jesse. That's right.
Have you fucking seen that? No, you haven't.
Absolutely.
Using your own logic.
So look,
you
back to the serious conversation. At the end of the day, atmosphere needs a force
or
pressure. It needs a container
gravity
for pressure. Well, gravity has been debunked by flat earthers, where we've shown that
it doesn't need
a
container.
No.
An open container can have pressure at the bottom. Yeah. Like an open glass of water. There's more pressure at the bottom of the glass than at the top.
Yeah,
an open glass of air has more pressure at the bottom than at the top.
And you can't have
but
pressure.
What? It's a liquid. I just said air.
So you're saying that the gas pressure comes from a container?
Chemo, I'm pretty sure I went through the whole.
Fizzle, are you saying that the gas pressure comes from an open container?
There's gas pressure in an open container. Yes.
An open.
And let that guy talk, man.
There is only gas pressure. There is only.
There's like
gas
wall. We've got walls, but no roof.
Fucking container, not within the atmosphere. The atmosphere is not gas pressure. Holy
yeah. So, Pizzle, look, you're saying that the gas pressure, the atmospheric pressure, comes from the walls.
No, it comes from the stacking of molecules above. I mean, it.
How do they?
It doesn't necessarily come from
chemo. Sorry, Puzzle. Chemo.
No problem.
Yes.
Sorry, bro.
Yes.
Chemo. What container or vessel containing or storing a gas under pressure has a pressure gradient?
What's your national anthem, Jazza?
You should be able to answer this within half a second.
What's your national anthem? Have a look.
Back another question. Answer the question, Kimo. Don't ask another question.
Anthem.
Holy fuck.
You can never just answer a question. Just the simplest question.
What? I'm going to ask you again, Chemo. What gas within the atmosphere has a pressure gradient that is stored or transported using a container to store or transport it that has a pressure gradient?
God of nations at thy feet.
Chemo, you just shot yourself in the feet. That rhymes, luckily.
The bonds
of love we meet, God defend
our voices.
Your fucking free ass because you shot yourself in the fucking toes, you dumb cunt.
Thee entreat. God, defend our free land.
Chemo, what the fuck has this got to do with anything? You can't answer the question.
We must guard the Pacific.
He never answers the question.
We must guard the Pacific Triple Star from the shafts of strife and war.
Shut up, Chemo.
Yeah, no, he's a dumb cunt.
He's not peace is peace, not war.
You can't act with other adults. Don't be here.
God defend New Zealand. Let our love for
Chemo, shut up.
Deza, you love us.
You got a simple question. You can't answer a simple question, and nobody's gonna let you talk.
Guard our country's spotless name. You have a spotless name?
Chemo. Oh, good God.
You know it, Jezza, that song.
This is why you hear all the time, and this is why I was out last night, because I can actually go out into the community.
What's the national dish in New Zealand?
Oh my God, we don't have one.
Really?
I don't give two fucks, Chemo.
Let's have a look.
Answer the fucking question.
What is this, Jazza?
You don't go out. You're here all the time because
what
if
is
you went out,
guy?
you get punched in the head all the time.
Oh, that looks disgusting.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
What is this? Let's take a picture. Let's take a look at what you're eating.
Proving my point.
A bit small, Jazza. Not a lot, is it? How are you meant to get like drink on an empty stomach? This is the national. Oh, let me just get a screenshot for you. Just.
No, we don't have a national dish.
You do?
No, we don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
Okay, well, when you come to New Zealand for yourself,
Does New Zealand actually have?
And then you go to Antarctica, which I can organise for you. Then we'll talk about that.
Oh, right.
What was your question, Jazza? You were asking before?
I missed a bit. Oh, you're right, Jazza. You don't have a national dish. But there's you have Maori.
Shut the fuck up.
Hi.
I mean, not
Inte Ray Maori. That's what.
What was the question you were asking before, Jazz?
I don't remember what I was asking.
Here's the national dish, Jazz. Look at.
He's deliberately trying to distract you from
look at this.
Your
this
point,
is what you eat.
You see what he's doing, right?
Now, yeah?
You can see through him. He's quite transparent.
Have you tried that, Jazza?
I just don't give two fucks what he's saying because he can't answer fucking anything.
You can't answer my question. Have you tried that?
He doesn't know how to converse.
He doesn't know how to deal with adults.
This is what Flat Earth does, and Chemo is the epitome of it all. It's dodge, duck, weave,
these New Zealand
and
foods?
run away.
For example,
yeah.
Crayfish.
Sorry, Chemo.
Did you have crayfish, Jazza?
Chemo. I don't give two fucks if I have crayfish or not. Yes, I do.
Oh, you
Shut
do?
the fuck up.
What about hangy?
You're going through a lot of stuff right now, Chemo. We all know that, so we're gonna
Someone mute that. Can't
pick on you too much anymore.
You eat hangy? Look, hangy.
Shut the fuck up.
You need to go and look at how that's pronounced, Spurs. You sound silly.
Do you eat that stuff, Jazza?
You sound very silly pronouncing it like that.
Do you eat that hangy?
Say it again.
What about kinna?
What's it called? Kinna? Say it again. Pronounce it wrong again. Go ahead.
Seafood, Jazza.
It's called. What's the national dish you thought? Say it again.
Oh, it's a little bit like chemo. This is. It's called kinna.
He can't do it.
Oh my gosh! You've got a kiwi burger.
Go ahead, Jez. You pressure with your elephants. That was a good analogy. How does that go again?
Jez, tell me about your kiwi burger. What's that?
Hang on, Spurs, hang on. Jez is talking about air pressure.
Is that a vegetarian?
Atmospheric pressure. Hang on a second, Spurs.
What is it?
You're talking over Jezza. You're talking over Jezza?
Well, there are 16 foods that I should try if I ever come to New Zealand.
Well, you should try another channel that does food. This is about food for food.
What is a Jaffa?
But Mars mushrooms, you get what I'm talking about, right?
Yep.
What's a Jaffa?
So what I was trying to say to Spurs is, if you've got like an elephant, obviously it weighs 2, 3, 4,
Let's
5
use Jaffas. Put one Jaffa on top of another Jaffa.
And if you've got 10 of them stacked on top of each other, that's a lot of pressure on the feet of the elephant at the bottom of the
white bait fritter. Tried that, Jazza?
And he got it with the pressure gradient.
What is this? Mancua
the 10th elephant. How much pressure's on the shoulders of the 10th elephant? Nothing.
You ever tried Mancua honey, Jazza?
And then he was still like, "You need a fucking container," and I said, "You don't need a container to contain fucking nothing, you dumb fuck."
Have you tried any of these cuisines, Jazza?
He never will get it. So it doesn't. He knows he gets it. He just refuses it.
And he refuses it because he's in the cult.
All right. What about? Have you got any lakes? Really actual straight lakes.
It'll totally destroy his whole
lake in Australia.
Life of being even here. And he won't know what to do.
Let's have a look for the longest lake.
And there are so many people that used to be on. Have you ever listened to the 24/7 Discord?
Oh God, I tried to, but I was there for 5 minutes. They kicked me off.
All right, the longest lake, Jazza, is 291 kilometers.
These guys talking about flat Earth.
Pretty long, that is. Have you ever been 80 kilometers?
Whole conversation there.
Longest lake.
Oh, I muted him a long time ago.
Wakatipu. Been there, Jazza?
Not what a moderator should be doing, Spurs.
Spurs here.
Jazza and Mars.
Jazza, have you been to Lake Wakatipu?
Yeah, I saw a video on YouTube the other day. It was about a guy talking about ping pong balls. And he said, so if you drop the ping pong ball, it would drop down and it bounce back up using so much force. It's hitting against, and it would hit against again another ping pong ball and cause more force. You take a bunch of ping pong balls and put them in a big like a ball pin, and you get stacking this on top of each other. You can have a lot. That bottom ball is going to be just packed full of pressure. The top ball has no pressure.
Right. Well, I mean,
they're still moving.
A lot of. Are we back to
the funny thing is,
Chemo. Chemo, imagine yourself in a ball pit, a play pet.
In your mom's basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
those balls are like air molecules.
What are you doing, Piz?
Well, I mean, when you say air molecule, that's how we describe them, but there's no actual evidence that the molecules actually
come in and stomp all over it yourself.
Like molecules, I mean,
what the hell's all
that's
that
supposed
about?
to be
That's
the ideal gas law, but there aren't that much science when it comes to any of these gas laws. So when we talk about gases, we know they're not intermolecular bonding of any kind. So we can't really make any claims about what these gases are supposed to or supposed to not do. Now, obviously, when it comes to atmospheric pressure, we can't have any pressure if there is no forces or there is no container. Now, obviously, I understand the idea that when you stack things up, there will be a pressure, but that obviously needs a container or a force. Now, objects in motion will remain in motion unless there's another force acting on it. So objects that need to move would need a force in the first place.
Nothing is understood by anybody. You see what I'm saying?
Stop whining.
I'm just making a point, mate.
So, Pizzle, the idea that gas is not the same as water, and water can be in an open container, but gases will tend to fill the space, fill the available space, and that is the second law of thermodynamics, where you have high, whether it be pressure or temperature, the high or the high temperature or the low pressure will go to the lower area and fill the available space.
We're talking about air pressure, right? That's just not right. Go ahead, Jazza.
No, sorry, I completely thank you for saying that, because it happens all too often. Yeah, cheers, bro. And saying that, over all that time, I forget what the fuck we were talking about, although it did have to do with air pressure.
You're talking about a pit full of ping pong balls. At least Mars was.
Yeah. Well, it's taken away from the same theory as the elephants, except for, the ping pong balls would be like air molecules or any gas molecule that's bouncing around. And on the bottom, there's a whole ton of them, and they got layers and layers and layers on top of them. The pressure down there at the bottom of the pit is a lot higher than it is at the very top of the pit, where you could just walk around freely, no problem. The bottom pit, you're struggling to get an inch of the head of yourself.
Gas, right? Gas moves freely. There are no intermolecular bonds when it comes to gas. So if you have one particle and they were to hit another particle, there wouldn't be a collision of any kind, like a physical bounce off one another like a solid object of that kind. That's what we mean when we say the gases would fill the available space, because that is the law. That's the thermodynamics law.
I'll fucking punch that shit right out of the way. But were you talking about like nature reserves? Because the last thing I heard about that was reservoir in LA that we're using balls.
Jazza, what are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, I've seen that too. Yeah, but that's to they have those in there for.
But look, we're looking at the evidence for the flat Earth and the globe. So we were able to provide the first question we were asked is
the ping pong ball. So and just throw them into a pit. They're going to bounce. They're bouncing around because they're hitting another object, and they're going to.
That's what we're told.
They're taking energy, but they're also giving out energy to bounce off the other ping pong ball. But the more you stack in there, they're still moving around. But the more you stack into it, the pressure on the bottom balls is higher.
That's what we're told, but there's no evidence to support.
Even though they all weigh the same amount.
Tom, can you hear me?
Yeah, and ironically, those balls,
am I coming through?
they actually put a third of their weight. They filled them with water.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys have turned me down. I can't hear you hear me. As you well know, you cannot turn down a mod or anything like that. So, yeah, we're just going to look at the evidence for the flat Earth and look at the evidence for the globe. There's an abundance of evidence for flat Earth, and there's not so much evidence for the globe. So we're going to look into that. Now, we were obviously given a model by Walter Bislin. Now, this is not a model that the flat earthers agree with because they are reification fallacies. Now, as with any reification fallacy, we call that misplaced concreteness. Okay? So we can't really take an idea like a mathematical equation, assumptions. Yes.
Do you have Waz turned down and so is that why you can't hear him?
No, I can hear Waz. I'm just making my point.
So basically just being a dick then.
No, I'm just making my point, and then obviously Waz can make his point.
Okay, fine, carry on.
I'm just making my point on the fact that we have a model from Walter Bislin, but it's not a model that we would go with because, like I said, this is a reification fallacy. Now, you've heard that a lot. Reification. Like, what is a reification fallacy? That generally is an idea that is misplaced and given concreteness. Yes? So the idea is that we think that we can take an equation that we come up with and make it into reality of some way. Now, we've been explaining to you guys from the very beginning that the radius has been assumed, it's been made up, and it's not possible to make a working model based on assumptions, which is where we are right now. So with Walter Bislin, he was able to give you a model, but he had to assume how light bends, how light moves through the atmosphere.
That's not what that model does, Chemo, for fuck's sake.
Well, you know, it says that light works...
No, Chemo, just cut it out.
But what out?
You just come across as a lying, disingenuous piece of shit when you make that assertion.
The model...
It's been demonstrated multiple times. That's not what the model does. That's not what the model states. It says so in the fucking conclusions, which was posted in text chat.
Yeah, that's fine. The same as Einstein and Newton.
No, Chemo. No.
The same as...
No. No, Chemo.
Right, I can find you an Einsteinian quote right now. Get this Einsteinian quote. Right?
That model is not something that you could claim as your own.
No, you're right. We don't claim it as our own. No way.
Nor can you present it as evidence of a flat Earth model.
Okay, so look, let me give you a quote from Einstein, right? So,
I don't want to hear it. I'm not listening to you. So I'm saying my points.
Rocky, you're such a baby. But let me play.
You've been acting like a fucking cunt the entire night,
big
Chemo.
Baby. Goodness sake.
You have been acting like that.
Why is there...
True that.
Why is there super effective, definitely?
I was trying to ask you about
so,
that, Spurs.
Let me give you Einsteinian's quote here. Now, just like Walter Bislin, rocket scientist, he left a little thing on the side there. Now, Einstein also left a little note Let's get it on the big screen.
I'll wait.
This had nothing to do with what I said, Chemo.
No,
nothing.
But you're saying that Walter Bislin left a little note, right? And I'm saying that Einstein also left a little note.
No, Chemo, just stop. I'm not going to listen to your pedantic bullshit.
All right, so let me. You don't have to listen to it, Rocket. You've already heard it. But let me read it out. Okay. So the struggle, so violent in the early days.
Chemo, tell somebody. I'm not listening to you. I don't give a fuck what you have to say.
Goodness sake. So you know, basically, the point is that Walter Bislin.
The point is that you're a lying piece of shit.
The point is Walter Bislin has left.
Chemo, again, you are a lying piece of shit.
How so?
In everything you present of who you are and the evidence that you cite.
But I'm just explaining what you've
explained. No, you're a liar. You're a liar.
The people you ignore, the people you talk over.
Never else I can say it.
It's more than just that. He summarized it quick. It's a lot of things. You ignore people, you talk over them, you're a piece of shit in that way. I mean, there's many more.
I'm trying not to overtalk.
No, you're not. Shut up. Like, you shut the hell up.
What?
Trying not to overtalk.
Hang on, Piers.
Go ahead.
Spurs. What I'm trying to do is highlight the fact that we have a model. Hold on a second, was so we have this model, and we don't agree with the model just because someone has put a citation saying that he doesn't agree. We also have your model. But your people who put your model together also say things that they disagree with. Like Newton was like, don't subscribe gravity to me. Don't include that in the model. Right? That's not my idea. Newton saying, Einstein says, we can't have a way of knowing if the Earth moves. Don't ascribe that to me. So there are so many things in the model that even your own people say that is not fully functional and it's not fully working.
Question about moderating, mate. You ready? Spurs? Legitimate question about moderating. Now, you say people can't turn the mods down. What do we do when they do that?
Yeah, but how do you know if he can't hear you or not?
He's posted a screenshot of having my volume right down. He said he was going to do it, and he's also said in text that he can't hear me.
Oh, well, yeah, there you go then.
So he's turned me down, right? So you said...
Yeah, but I haven't deafened Mars, Tom, or Jazza.
Yeah, they haven't turned you down. So
yeah, they did turn me down.
To turning me down. This guy has posted evidence that he's got.
All right, but he hasn't deafened you. So, you've deafened him.
Well, he has virtually. He's deafened me on his side.
Yeah, you've deafened him. I'm saying.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get your attention. So
yeah, and I'm saying that I only muted Tom and Jazza, not deafened them.
Right. Okay. I don't really care about Tom and Jazza.
Right. So it's up to you. Whatever you want to do. If you want to do that, that's entirely up to you. But if they turn you down, then you can mute them.
People turn us down. What do we do when people turn us down?
You mute them, like I just did.
Well, he's already muted. He's asked to be server muted. So muting him is pointless.
But what difference does it make? You're not going to talk to him, are you?
What other course can I take? What other course can I take?
What difference does it make? He's not talking.
Yeah, but he's got me.
He's not going to over-talk you, is he? He's not going to talk when someone else is talking.
He needs to hear.
Point.
Yeah, that is the point. The point is you mute them so they can't talk when you are talking.
I'm talking about when they turn a moderator down. You're talking about something completely different.
No, when they're talking and they've got you turned down, you're talking at the same time. If he's not even talking, how's he going to talk over you?
He's got me turned down.
But what's he going to do with that then? Is he going to overtalk you?
You said you shouldn't have moderators turned down.
Because they will overtalk you just like what Tom was doing.
So you're saying that they shouldn't have moderators turned down if they are talking?
No, because they can overtalk you. Just like anyone else. If someone else turns someone else down, they can overtalk that person.
Okay, so if he decides to...
Exactly, yeah, exactly, Rick. He missed parts of the conversation. I mean, who cares? It's irrelevant anyway.
I know. But he needs to be reprimanded, does he not?
For talking over you?
For turning us down.
So what's he going to do? Talk over you?
No, I might have to address him in VC and he won't hear me.
What do you need to address him for?
To do that?
You can message him. I mean, he doesn't talk.
No, what if I don't want to message him? What if I want to say?
So everyone that's server muted, we should deafen them.
No.
They could have me turned down.
This is what you said.
Yeah, so they could have me turned down. So let's mute everyone who's deafened.
I don't. I actually prefer him not to hear me, because all he does is post.
Right. Anyway, enough of this. That's the deal. That's what's happening. You want to abuse your mods? That's entirely up to you.
Thanks,
So,
Spurs.
where were we? We're back to the model,
Champions,
as
Spurs,
it
thank
were.
you for that.
So, the model, we have two models.
You can undeafen him.
Now, we can either go with the flat model, which offers light bending in a mysterious way, which is very difficult to understand and calculate for, which is understandable. Or we go with the presupposition that there is a force holding down the atmosphere, causing all the movements in the solar system, universe, things like that. You have a choice. This is what I'm saying. So this is why we don't agree with models, because unless you've actually physically been there, measured, explored, then you'll never know the full scope, the full scale. As with the globe, it's just right now, it's just assumed radius is where we are right now. So we have tons and tons and tons of evidence that the Earth is flat. So our first one I would go with is the horizon. So the higher you go, even 20 miles, the horizon is there with you. It shouldn't be. If the Earth were a globe, no matter how large, as you ascend, the horizon would stay fixed, and the observer would have to tilt downwards, looking further and further to see it. That's a strong flat Earth evidence.
Wrong.
How is that wrong? Exactly. So let me just show you an image of this. Let me just take a snapshot. Quick shot, snapshot. Let me show you what we mean. Now this is...
You debunked yourself.
This is fantastic flat Earth.
You debunked yourself.
No, Pyro. Now look.
You debunked yourself.
Look, let me show you a picture. Should help you.
You debunked yourself. I'm sorry, you did.
For the simple horizon test, yeah? So if you want to know if the Earth is flat or if the Earth is round, do what we call a horizon test. Okay, so you see this horizon here? You see the two left and right? So let me just go over that again, just so we know how to prove if the Earth is curved.
Kimo.
Yeah.
That is a CGI. Do you have other evidence that's not CGI?
No, but just modeling flat.
No. You're not. So how you can model something that doesn't exist? Do you have other evidence that is not CGI?
No. So there were two ideas.
Okay, thank you very much. You use CGI. That was my point.
Well,
so,
it's not really CGI. It's more animation.
So what is CGI? Computer graphic image, yeah?
But it looks real, right?
That one, you're joking.
No, this one looks like a cartoon. This is just animation.
It's a CGI, Kimo.
Okay, fine. So the idea is that, like I said...
What is the real one?
Real what?
The real image of thing turning to, I don't know, what do you want to turn?
No. So you can take any ball, yeah? Understand? Any ball. You speak Polish. The Poles, our brothers in Poland, they give us a depiction. Take a look at our Polish brothers who explain how the horizon works on a ball versus, on a flat plane. So check out the Poles here. They'll explain to you.
Again, CGI, Kimo.
Yeah, but the poles are like...
Yeah, but it's CGI, thank you. You can put whatever you want there. I can create CGI in whatever. I know Blender, I can do it in whatever I want. Do you have other things?
Well, you see, what we do is on a computer, we model reality.
No, so you model. You use reunification fallacies.
On a computer.
So it's a reunification fallacy.
Oh, no. We're not saying this is the real world. We have two ideas.
Okay, so it's not the real world, so you're talking from your ass now.
Well, one is flat, one is round. That's
no, Kimo, it's CGI. CGI.
No,
do you have something real?
I know, but...
Yes, you know, but when I'm showing you a picture that it's a real picture, what are you gonna say? It's CGI, yeah, but it's a real picture. So in this case, you show me straight CGI and you compare it because it's fucking hell real.
No, I mean, look, all we got to do on a computer is model what we expect to see or expect to happen.
I don't care about what you expect to see. I want to see the real thing.
I know, but give it time and you'll get to see all of those things. But in the meantime...
No, Kimo. Don't come with evidence like that. They are CGI.
No, but there's a meantime. And
it's not. Doesn't exist meantime. I need real proof.
Meanwhile, while we're waiting for all of that, we have currently a computer model of how...
CGI.
Yeah, of how things would look on a flat surface compared to a curved surface.
And you believe this thing? You believe this thing? Do you believe this thing?
It's just an explanation, you know.
But yes, this explanation is using CGI.
Yeah, that's right. It's just a computer.
Yes, so
it's a computer model.
So right now it's good for you to use CGI, but in other cases, when there are other explanations, it's not good to use CGI.
Yeah, but this is a computer model. Try to listen, right? You have ears?
So dumb, stupid.
You have ears, yeah? Good. So, use those ears. Now, we are modeling...
I didn't think you believed in models.
We don't.
Then why are you keep saying model?
Because there are two
Why are you using a model if you don't believe in them?
Oh, for goodness sake. Not a model, predictive model. Just a model on how... Like,
yes, you predict the perspective, Kimo. It's a predicted perspective. What you not predicting?
No, I mean, it's just what happens in reality, what we see.
No, it's not happen because it's inside of the computer.
Yeah, but what we're doing is modeling...
So you're using models?
We're modeling reality, yes.
So you're using models?
Not that I agree with it. I'm just saying this is how the Polish guys... have been able
to... but you give it this example and it's okay for you.
It's not as okay for me. It's to help you guys understand on a flat plane what it would look like if you went higher and higher.
No, Kimo.
Yeah?
Again, it is a computer-generated image.
Do
you have something from reality?
Explaining how it would look if you went higher on a ball or a flat plane. Is that clear?
No, it's not clear. Because you're contradicting yourself.
Look, I know it's hard, I know it's difficult, I know it's painful.
No, you contradict yourself. So what I have to believe from you? Things that you are inventing?
Don't believe a word I say, that's what we tell you. Don't believe what the flat earthers say. What you need to do is go out there for yourself and test it. Test the horizon for yourself. You will return as a flat earther.
Yes, but you give me the example of CGI.
Oh, excuse me a second, sorry.
Take your own advice there, Kimo. Go outside and test it yourself.
And we are back. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, where were we in the destruction of the heliocentric mod? Yeah, I mean, look, this is not a model that's giving us predictive capabilities. It's just talking about how the horizon would work on a flat plane or on a round board. Now, we know that when we go outside into the real world, we do not see the horizon drop away as it's supposed to. That's one of the #1 globe killers, is that the horizon does not fall away like it's supposed to on a globe, basically.
So you haven't been on the highest altitude that a human being have been ever, but you have this conclusion over a CGI depiction.
No. This is not my conclusion. I'm giving you the proof, the evidence for a... So if you wanted to know if the Earth was flat, you would follow these things. Yeah, if you want to know something about the world, you would go outside, go higher, you would see that the horizon does like this. So if it does like this, it means it's flat. If it does like the other one, it means it's a globe, right?
And you know this thing over a CGI computer generated image.
No. That's what happens when people go outside.
No. But yes.
Remember, there were people flying around.
You're denying even your evidence. You're denying even so.
Before
what's happened with
computers,
you?
did they not fly? Yes.
What?
So as they flew in aeroplanes, they saw the horizon act like this, and not like the globe way. Okay?
What are you talking about?
We're just going through the motions. We're just going through the fact that we've shown you that the Earth is not a globe, of course.
That when people flew, they saw the Earth as the way you're predicting it, not as a globe?
No. I'm saying that as you go higher, the horizon extends further and further. On a globe, you're supposed to look down at that fixed point and tilt your head to look down at the ball. But you never do. No one ever does that.
You would be putting your head down to look to the ground.
No, to the horizon that you're looking at. So if you keep your eyes fixed on that same horizon on a ball, you would end up looking down on that horizon, that point that you're looking at. Yeah?
At the same point, so if you start off and there's a mountain in front of you, and you start going higher and higher and higher, yes, you would have to look down to see the mountain.
No, silly. So when
Yes,
you see
silly.
the horizon, over that
Down at
horizon
the ground
is the
level,
Earth.
my horizon would be that mountain.
So look at this picture that like Decodus has posted, right? With the horizon, yeah? See that horizon? With Decodus's picture with the rocket? So you can see that horizon.
Okay.
If you were to keep your eyes fixed on that horizon, you would have to look down to see more Earth. As you go higher, you look down. But we know as that rocket goes up, it doesn't need to tilt to look down because there's more land horizontally straight ahead of that line. You know, it has a line of sight straight to that more land. And you
If the
just have
rocket
to
left
look
the
down.
atmosphere and went into space, you wouldn't see any more land.
You don't have no sense, Kimo. So if I'm gonna see more land, what is gonna be, a sphere or a globe?
No, on a
sphere or
globe, you
plane?
don't see more land. You see space.
How much? How much? How big is the Earth?
Doesn't matter. Any size.
Yes.
Any
It's
size
oh my
of a
God,
ball.
Kimo, it's matter because
It could be
distance,
the sun. It could be
the
Jupiter.
big- the distance-
Any size you want. Doesn't matter about the size.
No,
as long
Kimo,
as you
Kimo.
see the horizon.
Oh my God, it's extremely important,
No,
the
it's
size
not.
of the
Why
object.
is it
That
important?
it's extremely important
Why?
because it's related to the altitude that you have to be to see the curvature.
Aha, was bit the dust.
So
all morning he
size-
tries to mess around. I don't know why.
matter, Kimo.
You know, just to disrupt the conversation and block free-flowing thought. Ridiculous. But yeah, this image. Look, let me post it again for you. See. Any size
Yeah,
ball.
a CGI. Thank you. You
Any
can put
size
any
ball.
CGIs you want.
Any size ball. It doesn't matter what size it is. It could be the most. It could be the size of the universe. As long as you see that horizon, that means it's
What, Kimo? Repeat again. It can be the size of the universe.
Yeah. Any size
And what
ball.
altitude? And what altitude I have to be if it's the size of universe to see a curvature?
As long as you see the horizon, that's where the curve begins for you.
No, Kimo.
Yes.
Absolutely false.
No. it's not
What
false.
altitude do I have to be?
No.
Extremely
You
false.
see. Once you see the horizon, let's say you got a ball the size of the universe, and you're looking out, and you see the horizon, right? that means things will disappear bottom first at that point. Things are going down, 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 down. That means if you go up, you have to look down, down, down at the thing going down, down from that point. You see? So, you know, at the end of the day, this never happens on any ball. When we go higher, we see more land. So because we see more land, it proves there's no curvature beyond that horizon. See?
And you have been on what altitude, and you haven't been noticing the curvature? On what altitude have you been?
I've been up in an aeroplane, yeah, for sure.
Okay, so how high?
Oh, I mean, you know, I've been up there.
Okay, so you don't know how high you have been.
I
forgot. I forgot because I'm talking with the flat earther again, so I'm so sorry.
It's a very simple question.
Well, like 30,000, 40,000 feet. Yeah, I mean that's the normal height. Yeah, I mean. What?
Okay, so in this case, you said because on 30,000 feet doesn't matter how big is the Earth.
Doesn't matter how big.
It doesn't matter how big is the sphere that we're living on.
Any size.
You have to see the curvature. Yeah, doesn't matter
I'm saying
if it's a basketball in size. Yeah.
Like
then you're gonna be
an ant or a little flea or an amoeba is on a basketball.
No.
As long as that sees the horizon.
Timo, listen, talk. Talk.
So sorry. in your posture, in your position, the Earth's dimension, Earth size doesn't matter. You just have to take altitude, and doesn't matter how high you're gonna be. You have to see the curvature. If I'm gonna jump now, I have to see the curvature.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, this is what you're saying.
That's not what I'm saying. Now try to listen.
Yes, it's the height. The height is correlated with the size of the object that you want to see, if it's curved or flat. It's directly correlated.
Now, so listen up. Any size ball, it doesn't matter. You can take a small little bug and put it on the Earth. Any size. Put a little ant on the sun. Any size Earth. Any size sphere. Now, once that has eyes locked with the horizon, that is your curvature for that observer. That's where things will start to disappear bottom first and never be brought back. Okay?
We have been talking about the altitude, Kimo, and the size of the Earth. I don't talk about the boats. What did you took at your pills today? You have been lost in the memory, 5 seconds memory. How long is your memory? So we have been talking about the relation between altitude and the size of the object that you are.
Oh so no! I mean the ball doesn't matter.
Oh yeah.
The size of the ball does not matter when it comes to seeing the horizon. Once you see the horizon, that is where things will how many times I have to say this? That is where things will disappear bottom first. But any size, like object, like person, or we have eyes, anything with eyes that can see the horizon, that's where the curvature for that creature will take place.
Like a camera? Does a camera have eyes, or is that not?
Does a camera have eyes?
I'm wondering. Are you considering the camera?
The camera is just glasses for us. Super glasses. Put 2 camcorders on your eyes. You've got excellent pair of glasses. That's all they are. They're an extension of you. That's it.
The camera. No.
They're for disabled people who need extra vision.
Camera's not your eye.
Yeah, they're just for extra vision. So you can strap cameras to your eyes, and then that would be part of you.
This isn't a conversation, is it?
I'm explaining myself. You ask me a question, let me explain. So the camera is just an extension of you.
You don't stop. Oh, go ahead.
Camera is an extension of you. You could slap 2 one P1000 and one P900.
He doesn't know what else to say, so he keeps saying the same thing.
Oh, you get my point. Okay, carry on then if you get me. Yeah. Didn't think you understood.
My point was it's not just human eyes. It's, all kinds of different optical systems.
So a pair of glasses on the floor, is that seeing something?
I didn't say it's seeing.
I can't take the. It's just a lens, dude.
Are you spiraling?
You
Freaking out?
need a
how idiotic can we get here now? A pair of glasses, a camera on the floor, it can see. What are you talking about?
You're not listening, Spurs. You're not listening.
What do you bring up a camera for? I mentioned an ant, or a flea, or an amoeba, or some small creature with eyes. I said eyes. Anything with eyes can see the horizon. Yes.
And that's why I said camera. Because
I can't take this.
Amoeba has eyes?
I can't take
you know what I mean?
I can't handle this from you.
What about dust particle?
Cameras have eyes now, do they?
An amoeba has eyes?
That's my point. A camera's not an eye.
Well, who brought up camera?
It's still optical system there.
Who brought up camera?
It can record the light. I did it because I was asking you about it because of what you said. It's okay if you don't know. It's all right.
That's our third eye. You're talking about.
Your brown eye.
Yeah, that's where your butt plug goes, your third eye.
So yeah, where were we?
Sauron.
Where are we? Where were we? We're figuring out the horizon, and
Are we?
I can't believe how that was this curved. Ugh.
Are we figuring out?
Ugh. How can you be so backwards, dude? Ugh. The levels, man. The levels. Raise up. Level up. Level up. Now, we're trying to figure out with decoders about any size of the sphere, any size, the size of the 10 universes, the size of 1,000,000 universes, decoders, right? The ball is the size of 1,000,000,000,000 universes, just one massive globe, right? Now, what do you think we will see when we look out in the distance over water? A
Space.
Horizon. You see? That's why the size is irrelevant. What is the main thing in all of this is when you go higher.
Bullshit. The distance from the observer to the object is fixed because the observer is fixed. So that's it. The maximum distance of what the observer sees is what the observer sees.
Yeah.
From the perspective of the observer, no matter if they're 1,000,000 miles in the fucking sky or on the ground, the horizon will not rise to their eye level. The horizon is fixed on the bloody ground from sea level. Get it? Yeah. So
Yeah. But you have to tilt to look at that horizon.
Well, yeah, you have to look down.
Yeah. But on a flat Earth, you never have to look down. You can look straight ahead, dead straight ahead.
No, because you'd still see you just see a blue you just see the sky anyway.
That's what's right, Tao. Exactly. So look at this image here. You see decoders? Even Tao understands this. Decoders. You're meant to be the mathematician guy, and he even understands that. Look at the blue sky on the left. That's what you would see if you went. If you look straight ahead at that white line.
No, you wouldn't see the white line. You just see the blue sky.
Blue sky, right? But if you that white line is the horizon decoders. You see. Now, if you keep your eyes fixed, on that white line decoders on a ball, you would have to look down to see the Earth below that white line, right? Welcome to flat Earth decoders, because that is just ruined
what is
your
horizon?
argument.
What is the definition of horizon, Newcomers?
Definition is where the sky appears to meet the ground.
It's upside down.
So then your graphic's incorrect.
Yeah, it's upside down, your graphic.
Yeah, but that horizon on the left is the one you have to look down at. You have to point the camera down, Tom.
The horizon is where the ground meets the sky. That's
I agree,
the
Tom.
definition.
I'm not arguing with that, Tom. But you would have, say if you're in that balloon, Tom, if you're in that balloon, you have to look down to see that horizon on the left.
You're right.
Exactly. Now, in the real world, you look
in the real world, you have to look down.
No, prove it.
Because we don't all float around in the fucking sky.
There you go, Tom. If you can show that at some point you have to look down,
images show that anyway. What are you talking
and then you could show that, the horizon does fall away.
If you lived up a mountain, yeah, you'd have that view every day, but we don't all live up fucking mountains, do we? We live on the bloody ground, you know.
That's true, that's true. But, Tom, if we were in a...
okay, stop. Stop. If you start on the ground and you get your horizon and you make some landmarks there, say that this building, this house, this mountain is my horizon, and I start to go up, my horizon is going to change. I'm going to look down to see what I was seeing before. When I want to see where that earth meets that sky, I have to look down.
No, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, look, that's right. Look
in
at
the real
image
world
on the left. On the left, you've got to look down to see, you've got to look below that white line to see the earth. Yeah.
In the real world, that white line's not there, Chemo.
No. In the real world, you've got to look below.
The line is not there in the real world, Chemo.
No, not the white line. The horizon line.
Well, what's the difference in your drawing here?
On the left, there's a horizon line, not the white line. The earth. Yeah.
Then why do you put the line all the way across?
Because what is showing, if you go higher on a flat earth and higher on a ball, what you would expect to see. Now, on a ball, just like Tal just said, just like you've just said, you would look down. So the higher you go, the more you're looking down at the earth.
Is that CGI? Is that a cartoon?
Animation, yeah.
It's worse than a cartoon.
So I don't see it moving. What kind of animation is it that doesn't move?
Oh, you want the link? Oh, we can get you the link. We've got some Polish brothers.
I don't want a link. I want an answer.
Yeah, we can get you what you need. Fly. Okay, there's the actual video to it. So how it works, if you're on a flat plane, this is what it would look like on a ball versus a flat plane.
According to who?
According to reality. According to the globe.
Well, then why is it when we go up, we have to look down at the horizon and don't see what this guy's trying to portray? The heads-up display on the aircraft, a simple theodolite app on your phone, these all confirm that.
But that's not the physical geometric horizon, is it? Is that the geometric horizon or the apparent horizon?
Chemo? Down. Have you heard of down? Do you know what down means?
Is that the apparent horizon?
Down to the horizon. But when you're standing at the beach looking out at the horizon, you're not looking down, like tilting your head down. It's 0.043 degrees or so below horizontal, your eye level.
Yeah, that's the model.
Like this, no, that's not the model. That's reality.
Reality.
You understand?
Reality.
You understand?
You don't have a geometric edge, remember? So the horizon cannot dip or tilt in that manner.
Ball doesn't have an edge. It's not a good scraping tool. You're right. Spear is a pretty poor scraping tool. Doesn't have an edge.
Yes, it has an edge where things disappear physically and cannot be brought back.
Edged shape.
No.
Multiple scrapers.
No, you're wrong, Curved. You're incorrect.
Oh, no, never.
You are wrong.
Life. All right, go ahead. Demonstrate. Timestamp.
I've just posted the video for you.
No, but you're not correct. When have I been wrong, Chemo? See?
You're wrong because you said...
That's an animation.
What you said is that an aeroplane with a theodolite shows the horizon below the level line, and...
How'd you get your level line?
What do you mean, how'd you get your level line?
See, you don't even understand what... Lael,
you want about an aeroplane?
Chemo, what is a question? Chemo
gyro. You need a gyro. A gyro. Get a gyro, Curved. I didn't know what you meant. I think you're about something else. But you got a gyro for a plane, and that tells them if they're straight or not. The gyro tells them if they're level or not. And you're saying that the horizon is below the theodolite thing, yeah? Now, that can't be true because the horizon is not physical to be below. It's got to be a physical thing to be something in a position location, right?
Oh, that's broken logic, Chemo.
No, because you said something is below, but it's not actually really there, right? Just an illusion.
You're not equator.
What?
You're a non sequitur. Have you ever been in a swimming pool with Kyle?
Who's Kyle?
Oh, don't mess with Kyle. He'll kiss you in 1 second and punch you in the face in another.
Oh no! I have to get a lawsuit.
Yeah, he's a mean guy.
All right, look, yeah. That's very interesting. Curved, but you are being slaughtered when it comes to the flat Earth evidence. Which
help! I'm being slaughtered.
You are being slaughtered. You're being wrecked, eaten alive, as it were.
Truly astounding.
Simply because can't handle the fact that the horizon is not geometrical. It's not physical. Can't take measurements and say this is below or above because you don't know if it's an illusion or not. You don't know if it has physicality, if it's in a fixed location.
There's a Polish mob that's posted a simulation of the flat Earth.
So, you're going to have trouble here trying to figure out how you're going to make measurements to something that doesn't actually exist. And that's how we dismantle the globe model, the globe argument. And that was just one piece of evidence. We haven't even got through the rest of them yet, right? This is just one piece that shows that the Earth.
Timo, but you started with something that doesn't. If the horizon doesn't exist, why did you start it for 1 hour and a half talking about the horizon? What is this?
Oh, just admin. It's just a slight hiccup. No, we're back on track now.
Well, what back on track? You put it a CGI.
We're moving on.
Kimo, you put it a CGI image. Explain it because the horizon, it have to be like that, and it have to be like that. If it's not like that, it's flat, or if it's like that, it's round. Pardon.
No, so we've now...
You don't know. Sorry. 1 second.
Okay.
You don't know how big it have to be the surface that you're looking on it, according to the altitude. But you're talking about the altitude, and after that, changing the subject because it's not the altitude. Because I'm looking on the distance, and the distance it have to be to go down, but it's not going down. So changing again the subject. And now coming back to the subject, and after that having the conclusion, the horizon doesn't exist. So, do you see your steps in your conversation?
So, we're moving on from that now.
No, but can you explain to me what was the logical steps?
We've done with that. We've shown that the horizon is not physical. We're going to move on now to something else.
Why did you bring it?
Look. We've spent over an hour on one topic.
Yes, Kimo, because you're stupid and you just obfuscate methods, methods in discussions without a logic. Well, I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you again. Did you took your pills?
What is it?
It have to because you're losing the memory second by second.
Look at your thing, Kimo.
We're moving on now. I've just said to another topic now. We've extensively hashed out the horizon, and we're none the wiser when it comes to the globe edge, physical geometric edge. And
you need to run.
Move on to the next point now. Okay. Unless you have anything else to say on the horizon, of course. Okay, there we go. So. Our next proof for flat Earth. You guys want evidence for flat Earth, and stuff, right? So water always finds its level. Okay. So what we've got here.
Water's always level.
Some of you don't understand this diagram, right? You have them on the turn. Keep it up. They will always be flat Earth. Yeah, that's what. So the idea is that water finds its level. So now a lot of people look at this and don't quite understand what they're looking at. Okay, so what we've got is a curved surface and a straight, level, horizontal surface. Right? Now, obviously, yeah, they're a bit confusing. Like one is curved, one is straight. It's like, well, aren't they both straight? No, one is curved.
Which one is Euclidean? Which one's Euclidean?
I know, I'm saying that we're just talking about level, water level, yeah?
Yeah, but which one is Euclidean? You can't talk about this.
No. We don't need to get into any maths, any of that. All we're going to deal with is practical demonstrations, and that's it.
That's not practical at all.
Tom's correct.
You get the same.
I'm going to show you the practical.
You're taking the same image, but you're saying the same distance. You're looking away from it, and you're saying this one's curved and this one's flat. Why would you say that?
Yeah, it's just a cartoon. That's
no,
not
I'm saying the top one is flat and level. The bottom one is curved.
Are you showing? Why would you say that?
I don't understand what you mean.
Because the distance you're looking at, both those images is the same. You wouldn't see a curve if you were that distance, would you?
No. So this is like being
at
off
1 degree every 69 miles. Why would you see that?
No, because you're missing the point of what I'm trying to make. What I'm trying to say.
No, he's right. He's exactly 1 degree on 69 kilometers. Can you explain to me how I'm gonna be able to locate the angle that is missing?
No. Again, you're missing the point here.
No, I'm not missing the point.
Because the point of this is showing a curved surface versus a straight level surface.
But not in reality.
No, just so we understand the principle, right? So if something is curved, you pour water on that curved surface, the water will try to find its level. Now, it can't find level.
Show me one with a curve that's 1 degree at 69 miles.
That's not my argument. I'm not assuming anything.
That is your argument, because that's what Earth is.
I'm not assuming that. You are assuming that. I'm not.
But you're saying because it's not curving. It's not curving. From where do you know it?
Where's what?
But you saying because it's not curving. It's not according to the level of the Earth. So from where do you have that?
No, again, you just missed the point so badly.
No, Kimo, again. You put a cartoon like a previous cartoon, and it's not something that we can measure. It's not something. I can put any cartoons if you want.
You don't need to measure anything here.
But how I gonna know? Because if it's straight.
Because we're going to do a practical demonstration. That's how.
How?
That's not practical.
How?
Over a cartoon. Let's settle this right here and now. Do it like men. Decode.
So what you can do is that you can take a curved surface and then you can try to pour water on that curved surface, and then you can see if the water will stay level.
Heads up, match.
And then what you can do is take a flat surface, and then you can pour water on that surface and see if that stays level, and then that will tell you the physics and the dynamics of the water. Now, if you see it stays on the curve, then you can say, well, yeah, water does curve around the exterior of an object.
You're like
but what we know is that water stays flat, it finds its level, and it stays horizontal. Let me give you the preface for this.
Discipline.
So what we have is the Bedford level.
This is why the server is the way it is.
This is a fantastic experiment that shows that the water cannot curve around the exterior. Tom and Decodus. Check this out. We've done the experiment. You said, what is the real world experiment? We've got the real world experiments done here. Now, if there was curve on that earth, on that bit of land, the water, there would be
You don't deserve to hear my wisdom anyway.
There would be a hump between the two observers, and there would be no water at the apex
you're not trying to even pretend to talk with anybody. You just want to talk to yourself.
I'm presenting this to you, Tom.
We're talking.
No, you're talking to yourself.
I'm showing you an experiment that shows water does not curve around the exterior, and what water level means, and water never curves. The absurdity of the globe is believing that water's surface takes the shape of what's underneath. Even if oceans were forced to stick to the ball because of gravity, the water would still remain level and not curve.
All he wants to hear himself talk.
So that's what we're dealing with here. So whether that is a ball or not, the water.
So you only want to hear yourself talk.
Yeah.
You don't want to have a conversation.
He knows what he's saying isn't worth shit, so he doesn't.
Don't you hear me, Tom? Let me give you a diagram.
You don't want conversation.
To help you a little bit.
Do you want conversation or not?
I'm showing you a diagram, Tom.
I don't. That's what. Okay. So all you want to do is talk. And you want to just dictate to people. You don't want to have a conversation.
I'm asking you about this level. Can you show otherwise?
We try to talk to you, and you just overtalk everybody. So why would anybody bother?
Sorry. I was just finishing my point. That was all.
Finishing your point for the last hour?
We're on to another subject now. We're on to water level. Before we were talking about the horizon. Now we're on about whether water can go over a curved surface.
I'm going to go back to this point in time and show Jem what you did,
if the ball were If the Earth were a ball of 25,000 miles in circumference, and NASA has a modern-day astronomy claim, spherical trigonometry dictates that the surface of all standing water must curve downwards.
What did you say? Somebody just came in and said something that we were saying because of what?
Well, I'm saying that...
No. One of your little white knights came in to try to save you.
Save me? What, from what?
From making a fool of yourself.
We're just talking about water level, if it can curve or not.
But you're not showing it in a real world situation. You got a little cartoon going on, and it has nothing to do with what is happening in the real world. So if you want to talk about what is really happening, then you have to explain it in a way that you can define and defend what 1 degree at 59 miles is.
Right, I've got evidence.
You can't see that.
I've got evidence that I've got proof that the stars do not move at 69 miles 1 degree. They slow as they converge on the plane.
I'm not talking about stars. I'm talking about the Earth.
No, you're talking about the Earth moving. So we need the Earth to move as well, right? And the stars can also prove that the Earth doesn't move 69 miles every 1 degree. Okay.
It is tilting. It is curving at 1 degree, 69 miles.
No, I can prove that doesn't.
Prove it.
Right. Let me get.
Go.
All right. Hold on.
Take a map anywhere. Any map.
Hold on.
And map yourself out north to south and see what you got.
Got the evidence for you. This is from Mick West. I'm sure you all know Mick West. Love Mick West. And he shows the stars slow down as they reach the horizon. All right. Let's get it. So, your model is falling apart. Okay.
No, this is from the
So
model.
you can't show evidence otherwise. Only rhetoric.
That's not even anything close to being what you need to have any proof there.
No. So we're talking about water curving. But you were talking about the 69 miles.
Water across the surface of the Earth.
I just debunked your 69 miles. Okay.
You did not anywhere close to it.
Well, watch the video and be debunked.
Yeah, I've seen the video and it's been debunked. It doesn't debunk the 69 miles. It actually supports it.
No, it doesn't.
Are you telling me that the angles that
you've shown that you proved that the stars converge with the vanishing point, not on a plane, not refraction. They don't slow down on a globe. It's linear function on your model.
Careful, Chemo learned a new term.
Yeah.
If a plane is flying overhead, literally to you, there is a horizontal convergence. Okay. And it will appear to come up from the left of the horizon, pass over and down to the right of the horizon, and appear to arc over you.
You're looking through an atmosphere, Chemo. You're looking through a thing that have a different parallax from the top to the distance, to exactly to the 90 degrees from the observer. What are you talking about? What are you taking out from your ass again?
Well, on your model, model, you say the stars...
Chemo, you're so stupid again.
The stars should speed up as they get to the horizon because you say light bends down. So think about this. This would cause them to speed up. This is cast iron flat earth proof. The stars do slow down, so they do not maintain their linear claim of 69 degrees per mile.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Well, watch the video. Watch the video. Watch the video where they slow down on your model.
We understand that.
So you've been debunked.
Mick West is saying that effect is due to.
You've been debunked, Curved. All this nonsense about 69 miles is nonsense. Okay. So you can watch Mick West's video, and you can see that these video. You can see in the video that the stars
People are trying to talk, and all you do is talk over everybody. You don't want to have a conversation. Again, you're not here to type of conversation. You're here to dictate and just hear yourself
I'm
talk.
responding to Curved. Now, you explain, Curve, why do the stars slow down and why do they not move in a linear...
To you. So Mick West explains that as a refractive effect, making it look like they're slowing down.
So, Curve, you got an answer. This proves that the stars are converging, not refracting.
It's just a little... No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. If it was refraction, they would speed up.
Nope.
Why?
Because light, you say light bends downwards.
Oh my God!
You don't have a God.
Lift object in your field of view in the distance. You are
You're cracking up, Curve. You're breaking up. Not just your microphone.
You got it completely upside down, you goose.
So we know the stars should speed up, Curve. They don't. Right?
Emo, are you walking on your ceiling? What are you
well,
doing
you
here?
explain why they're slowing down.
With your tongue, aren't you?
Shouldn't they go faster? If light is bending the light?
You're wrong, Spurs. It's the other
Hey,
way.
Curve, no answers for that?
He's answered you.
What are you babbling?
The stars slow down. They should not slow down. This proves...
Yes, they should. Because they're being
proves the stars are all converging, not refracting, Curve.
So it'll look like they're slowing down.
Curve, you're finished. This is
Spurs,
going to be drummed and drilled into you, so you get it.
Did you just QE me? Did you just QE me?
You have
Please
just been slapped all about.
Oh, you're such an idiot.
That's not your move. Come on, you need a finishing move. You don't have one.
Curved.
Please.
Where's your evidence of the stars speeding up at the horizon?
They're not supposed to speed up. The atmosphere slows them down.
But I thought you
What's
said
next?
I thought you said refraction bends the light downwards.
Yeah, Mick West has just shown that you go in your video.
So if it bends it downwards, it would cause them to speed up.
No, it would cause them to appear higher than they actually are. The closer they are to the horizon, slowing down the rate of descent in your field of view. Now, I have said it properly. I'm done with it. I'm not.
You are done. You've been cooked and frazzled, mate.
All
you are
going
finished,
to do now
Curve.
is try to apply the desitin.
You are finished. That's right. You are done. The stars could only slow if the light was bending up into the eye.
Do you guys have desitin in Australia?
Curve, you've been absolutely ruined today.
Heard of it.
Anyway, so look, that wasn't even
nappy rash ointment.
Oh, for goodness sakes. Right. Look, he's crying now to Woz. Oh,
he
Woz,
been
save
sitting
me.
in his soiled diaper far
just
too
been
long.
slapped around by chemo.
We need to hose the diaper rash ointment in the appropriate region.
Listen to Kurt. His favourite 69 degrees has been destroyed.
Spurs, explain how refraction will make it go faster. Go on.
No.
No.
You just can't do it. No. Stop the baby you are. Explain it, mate. Come on. Why would they go faster? Why would refraction make it go faster?
So, Curve, look, the most important things, all right,
do it.
is that this proves that the stars are converging, not refraction, right? We know, Curve, that if it was refraction, they would speed up. We know this because of how light you tell us bends downwards, okay? Now, we say, we've been telling you these things for an awful long time, and the stars could only slow down, Curve, as I've explained to you, if the light was bending up into the eye. Look, the rays coming into the eye bend down, Curve, not up. So you give me an observation like this video.
You don't know up and down by now. What are we going to do with
He's lost. He's all over the place. You've lost your mind, didn't you?
So the light's over there at the horizon, reaching the eye, bending down. Look, making the item over there at the horizon appear
Never
higher.
thought I'd see the day Curve crumble like this.
Why on the black? Why on the black swan?
Where's your observations of the stars speeding up at the horizon, Curved?
You just posted it, and you just posted it the other way around.
Why on the black swan? The horizon is lifted up. Why on the black swan the horizon is lifted up?
Look, Curved, we've destroyed your
Dakotas
69
asked you a
miles
question.
per degree. Okay?
That's a good question, Dakotas.
Very rude, Chemo. Very rude.
Curved,
Chemo, why?
I'm going to
Chemo, why?
smack the life out of you with this point. Okay? So recognize your future from now on.
You're delusional.
The 69 degrees that you claim is a thing has
Being
been
tickled
debunked.
with a feather has
Unless
more
you can
force.
show the stars moving linear, okay, and not slowing down, and in fact speed. So let's have a look, Curve. Let's see your evidence.
Black swan
Are
is
you
the evidence.
need to show you the video that you presented? What?
Yeah, the video I presented shows the stars slowing down.
Yeah, you've got it backwards. You're confused. You know, thank God for useless rhetoric, because without it, you'd be nothing but pure lies.
So you have nothing. So where's your evidence
I
of
have
69 degrees per hour? Where is that?
Here's some evidence for you.
69 per hour.
69 degrees an hour, did he say?
That's what he said, yeah.
Oh my God!
A
Please
mile.
record somebody. Somebody records
Has he
him.
got
It's
himself a
unbelievable.
catwalk? He's about to set sail.
Yeah,
his
just
way
giving
to
you
the
guys a
Boychick?
little boost, so he's not too miserable. Curve needs
Have
something,
mercy.
anything,
It's an
a
awful
mistake.
injury.
So
Can
look,
we just get confirmation on that, Timo, that you believe it's 69 degrees per hour?
no, 69 miles per degree is what you claim.
But you said 69 degrees
Yeah,
per
to give
hour.
Curve a little boost, just so he gets.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay, sure.
Yeah, it's just so Curve feels a little bit better about his globe being destroyed. You make a little mistake, and he's like, "Aha, yes, a mistake."
Help! I have no place to live. My globe is
So look, every
destroyed.
69 hours
That's 'cause his
per
movement is 69
degree.
degrees per hour.
Oh no, not 69 hours per degree. What is it? Every 69 minutes, Curve, per hour. No, what is it? 69 miles per.
Is that nautical
hour.
mile?
Per degree, Chemo.
Every
69 miles per degree, please.
The Curve. Do you have the evidence of the stars, the Earth?
Yes.
Things moving
Yes.
at
Are you gonna let me-
69 miles per degree.
I'm surprised you can even say 69. Usually you dance around things like that and say like circle twerk.
Can you
or,
admit, Curve, the
you know,
stars
you're full of
do
bull
not move at
stuff.
69 miles
You
per
actually
degree?
just came out and said
Concede.
69.
Concede.
You know,
are
69
you
is
in some
for champions.
He's
Yeah,
is this
Chemo's
you
in some
conceding?
kind of sex cult or something now.
Is this you conceding?
What?
Chemo,
Do
who's
the
conceding?
stars move at 69 miles per degree?
Conceding.
What are you
Do the
talking
stars
about?
Is the
maintain
North Star
their
movement
69 miles per degree?
Do you know what a degree is? Do you know what a degree is?
Yes,
That's
one of the
something
3 degrees.
Anthony Riley
They got their very famous band.
Failed to get.
Their very famous
Some
band.
Kit Hovind bought.
3 degrees.
What else do you know about degrees?
Right, can you show that the stars maintain their 69 miles per degree? Can you show that?
He nearly did it again. Oh, Spurs, you've done it again.
Let's have a look then, because we've got evidence to show the stars slowing down from a globe earther. Where is your evidence to support the opposite?
I'm not supporting the opposite. We observe what Mick West showed and explained. We know why it does it. It comports with the globe model. You're living in fantasy land where you apparently aren't aware of your diaper rash. That's what's bothering you, Chemo. Address it.
Where can you show the stars at 69 miles per degree?
Per hour,
The stars in the sky. Look in the sky. You'll see them when it's dark out.
So-
it's not cloud.
So
That's where I
you
show
cannot
the stars.
demonstrate, Curve, other than mumbling,
stars?
fumbling, and sounding like was on a good day or a bad day, whatever you want to choose.
What star? You don't even know what stars are.
You're sounding like was now. You used to be more intelligent than this, more smarter than this. You are done,
Nice
Curve.
try, Spurs. You
Can
make
you
yourself look
show
like
that
an
the
idiot.
stars maintain
You're trying
their
to study your way out of
69
this one.
degrees, 69 miles per degree?
It's another nice fine mess you've got yourself into.
Are you talking about the GP of the star moving 69 miles per degree or what?
I'm talking about the observation of the stars, your claim that the stars move at 69 miles per degree?
Well, I don't really say it that way, that the star moves 69 miles per degree. You've got that backwards.
So you don't agree. You admit that they do not move at 69 miles per degree. Yeah.
Chemo, you have tied your Velcro straps in a knot again. What are we going to do with you?
Do you agree, Curve, that the stars do not move at that linear 69 miles per degree?
Well, stars don't actually move in any way like that to begin with.
But that's what we observe, meant to observe, right?
Motion. We usually talk about it in terms of if you move 69 degrees north or south.
Right, where's the evidence of that?
Miles north or south, you'll see a 1 degree change.
Been measured.
Where is the evidence? We measure the stars curved, and the stars are not linear. They do not move at 69 miles per degree.
Right. Stars are a point. Stars are not linear. Stars are a point.
Whatever. Us moving, stars moving. We do not observe 69 miles per degree because we see the stars slowing down.
That's a silly way to describe the motion of stars.
So you give us a clever way. You give us a clever way to describe it, Curved, how we get 69 miles per degree.
Latitude?
If you want to talk about the GP.
Don't want to talk about it. I want you to demonstrate 69 miles per degree.
On our latitudes.
Your ass, Spurs. You never demonstrate anything.
So Curved, you are done,
Who are you
cooked,
to make
fried,
like
frazzled,
this?
cooked, grilled, smoked, all these things in one, because you cannot provide any evidence. We can provide evidence of the opposite. You can't provide evidence of your own model.
You can't provide any evidence of the opposite because the degrees and latitude exist. We measure
I've just shown Curve a video from a ball earther that shows the stars slowing down.
An equatorial star would cover 15 degrees per hour.
Here we go.
And that, you understand that the
No, I don't understand any of that nonsense. Show us the stars not slowing down, speeding up at the horizon. Show us that they're not converging. Okay, you're not getting away from this Curved. Right, Mr. Spherical 69 miles.
What you're asking for. You've got it asked backwards again.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe the case. But we do not see the stars or the Earth move at that linear rate. Prove that they do.
Kimo, you're down in Brian Maddox.
Oh, he's stuttering. Curved is broken. This is his baby. Now he's been wrecked and destroyed in
you
less than 1 hour. No, 2 hours.
You're real fucking delusional.
Almost 2 hours it's taken.
He's a mad sack.
Oh, right. So, give us that linear rate Curved of the star's motion. Or the Earth.
Wonder whether he ever had the plot.
Don't start crying, Curved. Not good luck for you.
Where do you get the degrees and latitude at?
Concede, Curve, that there is not a linear rate. We're looking for that linear relationship, Curved.
You don't even know enough for it to be taught to you.
Curved, we're looking for that linear relationship
that just repeats things.
Oh,
I don't want to say
listen to this man.
Because a parrot's smarter than you.
Listen to him.
But you have the ability to just repeat
things.
Me.
Oh, chemo. I'm asking for your model. I'm asking for the evidence. I'm asking for the 69 miles per degree in a linear relationship.
Spurs, you got something wrong and you're spiraling, mate. Calm down. Just think about what you're saying.
Let's take a look at the evidence. I provided the video. I provided a demonstration.
You're just spiraling, mate.
I provided a demonstration,
and you think you're right.
Do you have any information to show a linear relationship of the stars moving at 69 miles per degree?
You're not listening to the explanation. You're blocking it out, and it's causing you to spiral.
Okay, what's your answer?
And you're not right.
Can you show me 1 degree per 69 miles Curved in a linear fashion?
Calm down, Spurs. Just take a deep breath. Everything will be okay, mate. Yeah, it's not flat. You'll get over it.
What happens, Curb, when you make false claims, right?
He's demanding evidence to back his false claim due to his lack of understanding of virtually everything.
So, Kurt, let's look at this linear relationship of the stars and the Earth at 1 degree.
Are we talking about rotation or are we talking about curve?
Do you have any evidence, Curve? Because I provide you a video.
Personal relationship.
I have a video.
Personal relationship.
I have a video here showing the stars slowing down at the horizon, which should show that the stars are converging. So, Curved, do you have any linear rate for us, please?
Linear rate of what?
The motions, the stars moving at 69 miles per degree.
Well, as I told you, an equatorial star will move 15 degrees per
Where's
hour.
your evidence for this?
The GP.
Where's your evidence?
You can consult the Nautical Almanac, Chemo.
Yeah, where's your evidence? Provide it like I provided it.
Which, again, shows that the Earth is a sphere. I don't think that's an avenue you want to go down.
Is that linear curved?
Chemo, you're drifting all through the parking lot.
I've got it. I've got it.
You're out of control.
There you go. You know he's crashed.
I've got you, Curved.
Crashed.
Right?
You finally crashed, Spurs.
So, Curved, is it linear? It's not linear, is it,
Curved?
Curved?
Hit the deck. You're broken into pieces.
Curved, is that linear or not?
Mate, calm down. Do you want me to post you a video explaining why the stars do that? Here, look. Here, look. I'll post the video.
Wow.
There's a video explaining why the stars do that, mate. Have a look at that.
I've absolutely ruined you, Curved. Ruined your model. So, do you have an observation, Curved, of a linear
Do you have an observation? Do you have an observation? Do you have an observation?
Fucking hell.
Curved, yes, no? You conceding?
You're a broken
We'll talk about it later.
Spurs.
In fact, this is 2 hours in now anyway. Got about 6 more minutes until it's the full 2 hours. So, Curve, for the next 6.
And you still haven't learned a thing.
Do you have any evidence to support this linear rate?
The linear rate refers to, the distance across the surface of the Earth that you would travel in order to see a 1 degree change in the elevation of, say, the North Celestial Pole. Linear is a mathematical function here, where you don't have that with the.
Thank you. That's all.
The flat surface.
That's all I need. That's all I needed. You don't have that linear rate. Thank you very much, and we can end that right here.
Surface.
Thank you very much, and we'll catch you guys on the other side.
An extremely dishonest tactic.
Oh, let's try one last time. Do you have a linear rate or not?
You're editing like QE does when he cherry picks his quotes, and he just takes out the part that he twists to suit his purpose rather than showing the truth. It's almost like you're being deliberately deceptive here, and I think you even know that. You can't even fool yourself on this one, Chemo. If you can't fool yourself, you can't fool anyone, Chemo, because you're the most easily fooled.
And that was Are You Smarter Than the Flat Earther? We'll catch you on the other side.